Hi there, I'm Tyler Ferguson from TF Stock Picks. The main question I get asked throughout all of my picks or trades or anything is what factors do I look for? And actually, my factors transfer from what I look for in NASDAQ stocks, New York Stock Exchange, Amex, OTC, everything. I largely show my OTC trades instead of my NASDAQ and other ones, as OTC is a lot more volatile. I think it's the best way to prove a strategy as the markets are, well, as many call them, the wild, wild west. So, that being said, I generally look for the managerial aspect of stocks. A good management team can turn around just about any stock. So, if there's a buyout of a company and they change the management, what you should do is actually find out their previous experience, other connections in the industry. All this information is pretty easily found. You can go through LinkedIn as long as you check their references first of all, their connections after that to find out the ethics of that type of person. As many companies on the OTC are shell companies, so essentially they get investors to buy the stock through stock promotions, PR releases, and then they dilute it and pay themselves vastly overrated salaries. That being said, if you get a good management team, proper ethics, good connections, solid experience base, they can take companies from the OTC to, the Nasdaq. It's been shown in other companies such as Apple was a penny stock, Monster was a penny stock. There's various different examples of companies like this that were penny stocks and actually excelled past that point through proper management. Granted, as you consider management, you should also consider the financial aspect because an amazing management team that's only has $15 in cash on hand or assets, I would not invest in that company, period, no matter how good the management team is, because there's going to need to be severe dilution of the shares to even get enough capital to do anything. So, with most of it, I look at the share structure, the market cap, which is the most overlooked characteristic out of the OTC. I'm telling you right now, look at the market caps because people are buying stocks that have $200,000 in profits for their year end. Then the market cap is $100 million and people are still buying that stock. I don't know what fundamental analysis you're doing, but $200,000 in profits does not equal $100 million market cap. And that was seen with the recent downturn actually of the marijuana industry. Their stocks all plummeted because they were sometimes trading at 300 times market value or higher. Some of them were posting zero profits, were just shell companies and had, $50 million market caps. It was essentially a license to print money. Now, if you take my fundamental analysis through managerial aspect, financial statements, you limit the risk that you would otherwise get just investing off people's opinions and everything like that. I don't condone people just following my picks. I always want them to research and see why I did these things. Every pick I give that is a swing trade or an alert that most people would say are fundamentally undervalued. They generally have a change in management or they have an upcoming news catalyst. When you combine these aspects together, it provides you with a very limited risk. So when you diversify through a couple picks of an undervalued company with solid management and other factors combined, your portfolio will generally increase substantially. Granted, I see people that will toss in their entire portfolio into one stock. I personally don't believe in doing that at all, no matter what I think of the management, because that is, you're risking everything. That is horrible risk separation. The calculated risk is way too out of my preference. However, through the managerial analysis of LinkedIn, Business Week, and various other information you can find, then you'll get a good grasp on how that company shall perform over the next couple months. It's not good for day trading. I will openly admit that. All my stock picks are generally 1 to 2 week hold minimum, some of them even a couple months. That's for OTC. with my NASDAQ stocks that I choose, which I don't actually generally post about, although if people ask me questions about them, I will be honest with my portfolio holdings. Those ones are generally up to a year. My OTC picks are found at my Twitter, which will be linked below. Just track them, watch them over the next month or two, see how they do, see how my fundamental analysis works. My email is actually on my Twitter page, so feel free to shoot me emails on due diligence you've done on stocks, if you want me to do a fundamental analysis on your stock, etc., then feel free to shoot me an email. All right.